Hey you. Yes, you. Welcome back to Daily Stoic Quotes. Stop what you're doing for just a moment and picture this. A river winding through a valley, its waters gliding effortlessly around rocks, never fighting, never forcing, just flowing. There's an old saying, a river doesn't force itself through the rocks. It finds the smoothest path. Now hold that image in your mind and ask yourself, how often do you fight against the currents of your own life? How often do you push, resist, and wrestle with reality, only to end up exhausted, frustrated, and staring failure in the face? If that sounds familiar, then this journey is for you. Because today, right here, right now, we're diving into a Stoic secret that could transform your entire 2025. And it starts with learning how to flow, not force. Let's face it, we live in a world that's a pressure cooker. Social media screams for your attention, deadlines loom like storm clouds, and society whispers, or sometimes shouts, that you're not enough unless you're grinding 24/7. We've all been there, clawing against obstacles, trying to bend life to our will, thinking if we just push harder, we'll win. But here's the brutal truth. The more we force, the more resistance we create. Stress piles up, burnout creeps in, and peace, it slips further away. Sound familiar? Well, the Stoics, those ancient masters of wisdom, saw this trap coming centuries ago, and they've got a better way. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, wrote something that hits like a thunderbolt. What stands in the way becomes the way. Think about that for a second. It's not about smashing through life's walls like some reckless battering ram. It's about adapting, accepting, and turning obstacles into your path forward. That's the Stoic art of flowing with life's currents, and it's a game changer. Imagine this. A man lost in a thick forest. He's desperate, heart pounding, shoving through thorns and vines, forcing his way forward without a clue where he's going. What happens? He gets more tangled, more trapped, more hopeless. Now picture him stopping, just for a moment. He breathes, looks around, and notices a faint opening in the trees, a natural trail he'd missed in his frenzy. By pausing, observing, and following that path, he finds his way out. That's life, my friends. When we panic and force our way through problems, a failing project, a strained relationship, a dream that won't budge, we often make the mess bigger. But when we step back, assess, and move with what's already there, we find clarity. The Stoics didn't just preach this, they lived it. And in 2025, it's your turn to master it too. Here's the heart of it. Stoicism isn't about surrendering to defeat or bulldozing through every hurdle. It's about discernment, knowing when to persist and when to yield, when to act and when to let go. It's the art of effort without desperation, movement without coercion. Think of it as swimming with the current instead of thrashing against it. The Stoics understood that some doors in life swing open effortlessly because they're meant for you, while others stay locked for a reason, and forcing them only breaks you, not the door. This isn't fluffy self-help nonsense. It's a battle-tested philosophy from warriors, emperors, and thinkers who faced chaos and came out stronger. And today, it's your invitation to stop fighting life and start flowing with it. Need proof this works? Look at Nelson Mandela. Locked away for 27 years, he could have raged against his fate, forcing a way out through bitterness. Instead, he flowed with it, writing, reflecting, adapting, turning a prison cell into a crucible for leadership that changed the world. Or take J.K. Rowling, broke, rejected, and on the edge of despair. She didn't force publishers to love her work. She kept writing, trusting the process, until Harry Potter found its natural path to millions. These aren't fairy tales. They're real stories of flowing over forcing. And they show what's possible when you align with life's rhythm instead of wrestling it into submission. So, what's this all mean for you? In this video, we're not just talking theory, we're handing you a Stoic roadmap for 2025. Together, we'll unpack 8 powerful habits to live in harmony with life's currents. From letting go of what you can't control to finding strength in stillness. You'll hear more stories from icons like Oprah, Elon Musk, and Maya Angelou, showing how this wisdom plays out in real life. Plus, we'll throw in practical tools and challenges to make 2025 your year of effortless growth. This isn't about hustle culture's grinded-out lies. It's about cultivating resilience, patience, and peace while still chasing what matters. With daily Stoic quotes, we're turning ancient wisdom into your modern superpower. Here's the deal. 2025 is knocking, and you've got a choice. You can keep forcing your way through, battling every rock in your river, or you can learn to flow, carving a path that's strong, steady, and yours. Stick with us, because this journey's just beginning. Hit that like button if you're ready to rethink how you live, subscribe to join our Stoic tribe, and drop a comment. Tell us one thing you're tired of forcing in your life. Together, with daily Stoic quotes, let's make 2025 the year you don't just survive life's currents, you master them. The Stoics are calling. Are you ready to answer? The Stoic principle, letting go without losing. 1. The core of Stoic control. Let's plunge into the bedrock of our Stoic journey. Letting go. Epictetus, a Stoic luminary, distilled it perfectly. Some things are up to us and some are not. This isn't just a catchy line. It's a radical lens for life. The Stoics split existence into 2 domains. What's yours to command? Your thoughts, actions, choices, and what's beyond your reach, like the whims of fate, others' judgments, or the chaos of the world. Letting go isn't defeat. It's liberation from a futile struggle against the immovable. Imagine gripping a rope, tugging against an unyielding wall. The harder you pull, the deeper the burn. Now release it. That rush of relief, that's the Stoic gift. Freedom through focus on what you can shape. For 2025, this is your launchpad. Mastering the art of letting go without losing your fire. 2. A farmer's lesson in trust. Picture a farmer in his field, gazing at the sky. He doesn't shout for rain. He knows it's not his to summon. Instead, he sows his seeds, waters them with care, and trusts nature's rhythm to unfold. This is Stoicism at work. Effort where it matters, surrender where it doesn't. Today, we're wired to force everything, begging for a raise, obsessing over outcomes, or chasing approval until we're spent. The farmer's quiet wisdom reveals a better way. True strength lies in tending your patch and releasing the rest. It's not laziness, it's precision. In 2025, when life hurls its curveballs, embody that farmer. Nurture your seeds, not the storms you can't tame. 3. Applying letting go in 2025. How does this translate to your year ahead? Imagine a setback. Say a job slips away, a relationship fades, or a dream stalls. Instinct urges you to cling, to force it back into being. Stoicism whispers, pause. Ask, what's in my power here? A lost job isn't yours to resurrect, but you can sharpen your skills, rewrite your resume, or seek new doors. A breakup aches, but you can't bend someone's will. You can heal, reflect, and grow. This isn't resignation. It's redirecting energy from pointless resistance to purposeful steps. In 2025, when you hit a wall, don't crash into it. Step back, seize what's yours, and let the rest drift. That's how setbacks become springboards. For Oprah Winfrey, from pain to purpose. Need proof? Look at Oprah Winfrey, born into a maelstrom of poverty, abuse, and rejection. She could have forced the world to erase her scars. Instead, she let go of bitterness, baggage she couldn't shift, and channeled her energy into what she could, her voice. From local radio to a TV empire, she built her legacy step by step, not by clinging to the past but by shaping her present. She said, "The big secret in life is there's no big secret. Whatever your goal, you can get there if you're willing to work." That's pure Stoic, releasing the uncontrollable to master the possible. For 2025, follow Oprah. Drop the grudges and ghosts, and watch how it unshackles you to rise. 5. Will Smith, releasing the spotlight. Another titan of letting go is Will Smith. Early in his career, after The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he chased blockbuster after blockbuster, gripping fame tightly. But by the 2000s, he hit flops like Wild Wild West. Instead of forcing his way back to the top, he stepped back, reassessed, and let go of the need to dominate every screen. That shift led to the pursuit of happiness, a role he couldn't have nailed without releasing ego for authenticity. In 2025, take Will's cue. When the spotlight dims, don't claw it back. Focus on what you can refine within. 6. Your challenge. Loosen the grip. Now it's your turn. Grab a pen. Yes, now, and list 3 things you're clutching. A fading bond, a work pressure, a fear of falling short. Ask, can I control this? If not, jot down 1 action you can take. Adjust your mindset, pivot your plan, or just breathe it out. This week, let one go. Feel the load lighten? That's Stoic alchemy. Letting go without losing yourself. In 2025, make it a ritual, and you'll step into the year unburdened, poised for what's next. 7. The bridge to flow. Letting go isn't a finish line, it's a starting gate. By shedding what you can't hold, you're not just enduring, you're priming yourself to flourish. Epictetus didn't merely draw lines, he urged us to act within them. This principle lays the groundwork for a mindset that doesn't just weather life's tides but glides with them. What happens when you trade force for flow? Seneca's amor fati awaits. Keep moving with us as the current deepens. The Stoic mindset, flowing with life's natural rhythm. 1. Embracing amor fati. With your grip loosened, let's lift your Stoic lens higher with amor fati. Loving your fate. Seneca nailed it. Fate leads the willing, but drags the unwilling. This isn't about caving to life's blows. It's about embracing every bend and break as yours to own. Acceptance here isn't passivity. It's harmony with life's pulse. You're not battling the cosmos, you're dancing with it. In 2025, this mindset can reshape how you meet the unpredictable. Not as a punching bag, but as a pupil of fate's lessons. It's the leap from letting go to flowing freely, where Stoicism morphs from theory into strength. 2. The river's wisdom. See a river strike a boulder. Does it smash against it in fury? No, it curves around, etching a path over time. That rock doesn't halt the river. It steers it, sculpting the earth in ways force can't touch. That's amor fati in the wild. Obstacles become guides. We all face our boulders, lost chances, sharp critiques, shattered plans. Our reflex is to resist, to bulldoze through. But the Stoics knew resistance fuels suffering. Flow instead, and those blocks don't crush you, they point the way. In 2025, when life drops a stone in your stream, don't war with it. Let it chart your course. That's chaos turned to calm. 3. Applying flow in 2025. What does this mean for your year? Say a 2025 project tanks, funding vanishes, or a partner bails. You might itch to force it alive, doubling down in defiance. Amor fati says, hold up. Don't fight the fall. Ask, what's this opening now? Maybe it's a shot at a bolder idea, a lesson in grit, or a new ally you'd have missed. Or picture a job rejection. Instead of stewing, flow with it. Sharpen your craft or scout untapped paths. This isn't quitting. It's redirecting with intent. In 2025, live this. When plans snap, don't snap with them. Glide to what's next. For Steve Jobs, flowing through failure. Anchor this with Steve Jobs. Fired from Apple in 1985, he could have forced a return through legal battles or bitterness. He didn't. He flowed with fate, releasing Apple's reins to birth Next and Pixar. Pixar's Toy Story redefined animation. Next Tech paved his Apple comeback. By 1997, he wasn't just back, he was reshaping tech with the iPhone. He said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking back. That's a more fatty. Loving the detours that forge you." In 2025, be Jobs. When fate shuts a door, don't pry it. Craft a new one. 5. Michelle Obama. Grace in transition. Add Michelle Obama to the mix. When Barack's presidency ended, she could have clung to the First Lady role, forcing relevance. Instead, she flowed into becoming, writing a memoir that didn't demand attention but earned it through authenticity. She embraced the shift, not resisting it, and found a new voice. For 2025, take Michelle's grace. When a chapter closes, don't force it open. Write the next one with purpose. 6. Your challenge. Reframe the rocks. Try it now. Recall a recent stumble, a missed goal, a letdown. Write it down. List 3 ways it might steer you better. Lost a gig? Could spark a side hustle. A spat? It might teach patience. This is loving your fate, seeing its hidden boons. In 2025, do this when life veers, training your mind to flow, not flinch. It's a tweak with big returns. Less angst, more gain. A year that molds to you, not against you. 7. From mindset to habits. Flowing isn't just a mindset, it's a practice. Seneca lit the way, but the path's incomplete without action. Letting go unburdened you, a more fatty aligned you. Now we craft habits to live this daily, through your choices, bonds, and dreams. 8. Stoic habits await to anchor this wisdom in 2025. The river's gaining momentum. Stay with us. 8 Stoic habits to flow with life in 2025. Habit 1. Letting go without forcing. 1. The essence of release. We kick off where letting go ignites action. Releasing outcomes beyond your reach while honing what you can. Stoicism warns that chasing results you can't dictate breeds torment. Peace flows from the process. Imagine a musician straining at their keys, forcing a tune that won't budge. The more they push, the flatter it falls. But ease up, play with patience, and the melody blooms. That's your 2025 charge. Quit wrestling the untouchable and master what's yours. Effort sans obsession, the Stoic flow begins here. 2. Adele's Natural Symphony. Look at Adele. The music world thrives on churn, but after 19, she didn't force a rushed sequel. She flowed with her soul, crafting 21 from heartbreak over years, not deadlines. The payoff? A masterpiece that didn't bend to pressure but rose from trust in her craft. She said, "I don't make music for eyes. I make music for ears." That's Stoic, letting go of outside noise to own her voice. In 2025, channel Adele. Shed the need to appease, and let your work hum true. 3. Tom Hanks. Releasing the script. At Tom Hanks. After Cast Away, he could have forced every role into an Oscar bid. Instead, he let go of that chase, taking parts like Captain Phillips that fit his pace, not Hollywood's. That flow kept him authentic, not frantic. For 2025, be Tom. Don't force every act into a win. Let your craft shine naturally. For practice it. Each day, pick one uncontrollable, like a delayed reply or a sour mood, and drop the worry. Focus on your move, your tone, your task. Feel the ease? That's flow unfolding. Habit 2. Flowing with life's currents. 1. 375 words. 1. Adapting over resisting. Life's tides turn, Stoics bend. A captain doesn't rail at the wind. He trims his sails. This habit is about flexing with reality, not snapping against it. In 2025, when gales blow, don't battle, glide. Resilience through adaptability, not force. 2. Elon Musk's pivot. Elon Musk nails this. SpaceX's early rockets crashed hard, catastrophes that could have crushed him. He didn't force the same blueprint. He tweaked, tested, and flowed to Falcon 1's triumph. That adaptability rewrote space history. In 2025, when your plans combust, don't grip, pivot like Musk. 3. Malala Yousafzai, flowing through fear. Consider Malala. Shot by the Taliban, she could have forced a retreat into safety. Instead, she flowed with her fate, turning trauma into advocacy that won a Nobel Prize. For 2025, take Malala's lead. When life strikes, adapt, don't resist. For practice it. Face a hurdle, ask, how can I adjust? Jot one new tack and test it. Flow kicks in here. Habit 3. Mastering the art of timing. 1. 375 words. 1. Patience as power. Timing rules, rush it and you stumble. A tree waits for its season to fruit. In 2025, move with care, not haste, growth has its beat. 2. J.K. Rowling's slow magic. J.K. Rowling didn't force Harry Potter fast. Rejections piled up, but she flowed with time, polishing her tale until it clicked. That patience sparked a global saga. In 2025, pace your goals like Rowling, slow and sure prevails. 3. Morgan Freeman, late bloom. Morgan Freeman didn't force early stardom. Decades of bit roles honed him. Fame hit late with Driving Miss Daisy, proving timing's potency. For 2025, be Morgan. Let your moment ripen. For practice it. Set a 2025 goal with small, steady steps, no haste. Let it mature naturally. Habit 4. Balancing action and acceptance. 1. 375 words. 1. Effort without attachment. Act, don't cling. An archer looses the arrow and lets it soar. This habit fuses effort with release, a Stoic waltz for 2025. 2. Serena Williams' focus. Serena Williams didn't force every match to victory. She honed each swing, accepting the score. That flow forged a titan. In 2025, swing hard, but let fate land the shot. 3. Denzel Washington. Steady craft. Denzel Washington didn't chase every accolade. He acted with depth, letting Training Day's Oscar come when it did. For 2025, be Denzel, work true, not tethered. For practice it. Push today, then let go of the outcome. Feel the shift? Habit 5. Allowing relationships to evolve. 1. 375 words. 1. Freedom in bonds. Don't chain others. Let ties bloom or wither, like autumn leaves. In 2025, this frees all. 2. Maya Angelou's grace. Maya Angelou didn't force lost loves back. She flowed into poetry, leaving caged bird. In 2025, let your bonds breathe like Maya's. 3. Brad Pitt. Letting go. Brad Pitt faced a public split with Angelina Jolie. He didn't force reconciliation. Flowing into self-reflection, he found peace in Ad Astra. For 2025, release strained ties. For practice it. Spot a force bond, let it go and observe. Habit 6. Pursuing ambition without anxiety. 1. 375 words. 1. Calm pursuit. Seek goals with calm, not chaos. A farmer sows and waits. In 2025, let ambition steer, not strangle. 2. Leonardo da Vinci's patience. Leonardo took years on Mona Lisa, never rushing genius. That calm ambition lasts forever. In 2025, aim high, but ease into it. 3. Oprah Winfrey, again steady rise. Oprah didn't force overnight fame. Decades of quiet work built her empire. For 2025, pursue steady, not stressed. For practice it. Set a big goal, focus on the journey, not the rush. Habit 7. Adapting to life's changes. 1. 375 words. 1. Flexibility as strength. Bend, don't break. A warrior shifts in combat. In 2025, Adaptability turns turmoil to triumph. 2. Nelson Mandela's resilience. Mandela flowed in prison, shaping captivity into leadership. In 2025, adapt like him. 3. Lady Gaga, reinvention. Lady Gaga pivoted from pop to A Star Is Born, flowing with change, not fighting it. For 2025, bend with the winds. For practice it. Meet a block, find one new route. Habit 8. Finding strength in stillness. 1. 375 words. 1. Power in pause. Stillness reveals. Water calms to show its depths. In 2025, pause to power up. 2. Albert Einstein's quiet genius. Einstein's relativity flowed from still reflection, not forced thought. In 2025, stillness sparks your wins. 3. Keanu Reeves. Inner peace. Keanu Reeves faced loss but found calm in quiet, not chaos. His depth shines in John Wick. For 2025, pause like Keanu. For practice it. Sit still 5 minutes daily, clarity rises. 5. Transition to tools. These habits are your 2025 arsenal. Next, Stoic tools sharpen them for real battles. Keep flowing. Stoic tools to overcome 2025 challenges. Tool 1. Overcoming stress with premeditatio malorum. Stress feeds on shock. Starve it with foresight. Premeditatio malorum is prepping for the worst to steal your soul. Kobe Bryant flowed through game stress, honing focus to legend status. In 2025, list a stressor, job loss, and map your response. Stress fades when you're armed. Michael Jordan. Pressures forge. Jordan used pre-game nerves to sharpen his edge, not force wins. His 6 rings prove it. For 2025, prep like Mike. Tool 2. Facing failure with a more fatty. Failure's a bend, not a break. A more fatty loves it as growth. Thomas Edison flowed through thousands of bulb flops, each a step to light. In 2025, flop, hug it, log its lesson. Walt Disney. Bankruptcy to magic. Disney's early bankruptcy didn't stop him. He flowed to Mickey Mouse. For 2025, love your stumbles like Walt. Tool 3. Ignoring social pressure. Crowds clamor, tune them out. Focus on your compass. Not their din. Beyoncé flowed her own path, defying trends for art. In 2025, judged? Ask, is this mine? Then glide on. Pharrell Williams' unique beat. Pharrell ignored music norms, flowing into Happy's quirky triumph. For 2025, be Pharrell, own your tune. Your challenge. Name 3 2025 hurdles: stress, failure, pressure, and 1 flow move for each. Test it, flow trumps force. Here we are, standing at the edge of this Stoic journey together. Welcome back to Daily Stoic Quotes. If you've flowed with us this far, you've walked a path carved by ancient wisdom, one that's now yours to claim for 2025. Let's pause and reflect. We've uncovered a Stoic blueprint to live in harmony with life's currents, not by forcing your will upon the world, but by adapting, growing, and finding strength in its natural rhythm. This isn't about bending to defeat. It's about rising through resilience. Together, we've explored 8 powerful habits: letting go without forcing, flowing with life's tides, mastering timing, balancing action with acceptance, allowing relationships to evolve, pursuing ambition without anxiety, adapting to change, and finding power in stillness. We've armed you with tools to conquer stress, embrace failure, and shrug off the noise of the crowd. This is your Stoic flow, a way to meet 2025 not as a battleground, but as a riverbed where you shape your course with grace. Recapping the journey, let's take stock of what we've built. It began with Epictetus's timeless truth: some things are ours to control, others aren't. From there, we learned to let go not as loss, but as liberation, freeing ourselves from the chains of futile resistance. Oprah Winfrey showed us how releasing past pain can fuel a towering legacy, while Will Smith taught us that letting go of fame's glare can lead to deeper authenticity. Then, Seneca's amor fati lifted us higher, loving our fate, flowing with its bends rather than breaking against them. Steve Jobs and Michelle Obama proved that detours, when embraced, forge paths to greatness. And those 8 habits? They're your daily anchors, each one a thread in the tapestry of a life aligned with nature's pulse. Adele's melodies, Musk's pivots, Rolling's patience, Serena's focus, Maya's grace, Leonardo's calm, Mandela's adaptability, and Einstein's stillness. They're not just stories. They're proof that flowing trumps forcing every time. Finally, tools like Premeditatio Malorum and Amor Fati equip you to face 2025 storms with a steady hand, as Kobe, Edison, and Beyoncé did before you. This journey isn't abstract. It's yours to live, starting now. A vision beyond the horizon. So, what's possible if you take this stoic flow into 2025? Picture this. Apply just one habit, say letting go without forcing for a single month. 30 days of releasing what you can't control, focusing only on your next step. Where are you after that? Maybe you've shed the stress of a job that's slipping, finding peace in your own power. Multiply that by 12 months. By December 2025, where could you stand? A life of quiet strength, where success flows not from frantic effort but from deliberate alignment. Perhaps you've written that book you've dreamed of, not by rushing, but by pacing it like rolling. Or maybe you've healed a rift, not by clinging, but by letting it breathe like Maya Angelou. This isn't a fantasy. It's a vision grounded in Stoic practice. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, left us this gem. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. That's your compass for the year ahead. Act where you can, flow where you must, and watch how life bends toward you. Bruce Lee, the water of wisdom. Need one final spark to carry you forward? Look to Bruce Lee, a man who didn't just live this philosophy but embodied it. He famously said, "Be like water, my friend." Water doesn't fight the rock. It flows around it, adapts to the jar, crashes when it must, and lies still when it's time. Lee's life was this in motion. Born into modest means, he faced rejection in Hollywood, where Asian actors were sidelined. He could have forced his way into their mold, but he didn't. He flowed, honing his martial arts, crafting his own films like Enter the Dragon, and blending Eastern and Western thought into a legacy that still ripples today. When injury struck, sidelining his body, he didn't resist. He turned to teaching and philosophy, shaping minds as fiercely as he'd shaped fists. Lee's flow made him a legend, not through brute force, but through harmony with life's currents. In 2025, be like Bruce. Adaptable, fluid, unstoppable in your quiet strength. The Stoic legacy you'll build. This is more than a year. It's a legacy. Stoicism doesn't promise a frictionless life. It hands you the tools to shape one worth living. Every habit you adopt, every tool you wield, etches a mark on the stone of your existence. Imagine looking back on December 31st, 2025, not with regret for what you forced, but with pride for what you flowed into. A mind unshaken by stress, thanks to Kobe's preparation. A heart unbroken by failure, thanks to Edison's love of the fall. A spirit unbound by others' noise, thanks to Beyoncé's defiance. This is your Stoic flow. A life where peace isn't the absence of struggle, but the presence of wisdom. The Stoics didn't just survive. They thrived, turning Rome's chaos into timeless lessons. Now, it's your turn to turn 2025's uncertainties into your masterpiece. The path forward, small steps, grand outcomes. Here's the beauty of this. You don't need to overhaul everything today. Stoicism thrives in the small, deliberate act. Pick one habit, maybe letting go like Adele or stillness like Einstein, and start now. Try it for a day. Release one worry. Sit in quiet for 5 minutes. Feel the shift. Then another day. Then a week. By month's end, you're not just practicing, you're living it. Multiply that across 2025, and you're not just surviving, you're sculpting a year of natural success, where achievements arise not from desperation but from alignment. Bruce Lee didn't become water overnight. He flowed one move at a time. You can too. The Stoic path isn't a sprint. It's a steady current, carving mountains into valleys over time. Your 2025 begins with that first step. Take it today. Join the Stoic current with daily Stoic quotes. And here's where we come full circle. Back to you and daily Stoic quotes. This journey isn't ours alone. It's a shared river, and you're part of it. If the Stoic flow has stirred something in you, ignited a spark to meet 2025 with wisdom instead of wrestle it into submission, then let's keep it alive together. Hit that like button if you've learned even one thing today. Let us know this resonates. Subscribe to join our Stoic tribe. We're here every week with lessons, stories, and tools to keep your fire burning. And drop a comment below. Which habit are you choosing for 2025? Letting go like Oprah? Flowing like Jobs? Adapting like Mandela? We want your voice. Our community grows stronger with every story shared. Picture this. A year from now, looking back on 2025 with no what-ifs, only I dids. A year where you didn't just live, but shone. With daily Stoic quotes, we're not just talking philosophy, we're living it. So, are you ready? The river's flowing. The year's waiting. Step in and make 2025 yours.